Hello, my name is Dawn, and very soon you will be receiving an invite from me if you are on my friends list with the letters CANA. I am I am the founder of a movement that I am beginning. I'm starting it with just the simple awareness of what it is that is my heart behind this movement. I'm going to explain to you in this video why and what the heart of this movement is about. CANA. CANA is simply Caregivers Against Neglect and Abuse. This group was formed from a calling. About 13 years ago, I asked the Lord to use me for something that would glorify Him, and He led me to the nursing home. It was there that I began a journey, not just for caregiving, but purposed. For the first 8 years, I did not just work as a caregiver. I studied, I listened, and I paid attention. I wanted to understand, why does abuse and neglect still exist in places that are meant to be safe? And I found the truth. It is not always evil. It is not always intentional. Often it is the mindset, a shift in the caregiving mindset from a caregiving mindset into a neglect to care mindset. This begins when a caregiver walks in a burned out, gossip-filled, or just going through the motions without vision. Neglect soon follows. But here is what God showed me. Inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of these, of the least my brethren, ye have done it unto me. To simplify these words, how we decide to treat these people that we are responsible for, even behind closed doors, is equal to how we decide to treat God Himself. Remember this, though. We do not have to answer for their reactions toward us, but we do have to answer for our actions toward them. These residents, our elders, are some of the souls closest to the edge of eternity. And God has placed us, the caregivers, right beside them. That is not a small job. That is a holy responsibility. So what is CANA about? This group that I have begun to develop is not about blame. It's about building. We already can all state how we feel about what is wrong in the medical field. What we need is education. That comes from truth, from love, from Christ. CANA is beginning to develop to begin to give families access to education, what it requires to be a caregiver, to uplift caregivers from housekeepers to CNAs, nurses, doctors, aides, and even caregivers at home, to change the culture of long-term care, to restore dignity and unity to both staff and residents. This group is a much bigger idea than just inside of facilities. The heart of CANA is education, because when we know better, we should do better. Caregiving education is not limited to nursing homes. See, as care costs continue to rise, more and more families are becoming caregivers inside of their own homes. And many are not prepared. Behind closed doors, neglect and abuse often grow quietly from exhaustion, lack of knowledge, or isolation. Through this movement, my goal is to create a platform where caregivers in all environments, facilities, homes, or informal roles can ask questions, connect with experienced caregivers, access practical resources, and eventually bring education into communities where caregiving is misunderstood or unseen. Because the truth is, compassion is a learned skill. It must be practiced, modeled, and taught. And yet, caregiving is not something we teach our young. So how can we expect compassionate society if we do not build it into our foundation? This group is not about blame. It is not about complaining. It is about education. It is about tools. It is about holding ourselves accountable for how we treat those who depend on the strength of others. Let all things be done decently and in order. Who then is that faithful and wise steward? This is not just a Facebook group. This is a God-led mission. Thank you for listening, and thank you for standing with me. And keep your eye out, because that invite will soon be coming through. Thank you.